Alrighty then. I've been meaning to make a video for a little while. I talked to Jason about this. Y'all all know Jason, alias 66 Hellride, alias the young feller that I sold this canned banjo to, and a lot of you got to know him because the post office broke it and took it away from him and wouldn't give it back. Well, Jason has a progressive disease which I think destroys, I'm not sure if it's your muscle function or your nerve function or what, but it's basically commonly called Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS. And it's a terminal disease, meaning that people die from it. And I've watched Jason. I didn't know him till about a year ago, and I've watched him go from a young guy playing guitar and riding bicycles and doing stuff to somebody that was walking with a cane, to somebody that was in a wheelchair, to someone who was bedridden, lost a ton of weight, in and out of hospitals. Been pretty fortunate lately, I think, because he hadn't been going to the hospital. And one of the things that me and Jason talked about is that it is a terminal disease, and because of that, a lot of people don't know what to say. You know, we tend to say to people, geez, hope you get better, hang in there, fight on, be tough, you can do it. You know, it's as if we were thinking that, you know, next week they're going to be all better. They'll be in their Bermuda shorts sitting on the beach, wiggling their toes and drinking a martini and playing the banjo. But in reality, that probably ain't going to happen. And, you know, I told Jason, I said, this is not an easy subject to talk about, but maybe we need to talk about it a little bit, because maybe people need to realize that you ain't going to be here forever. And maybe people need to take the opportunity to talk to you about how they feel about you and to kind of say goodbye and stuff. You know, for example, I'm going to tell you all a story that's going to get me back to this story. Y'all remember Zachy the dog? He was our dog. We loved that feller. And he died. We took him down to the vet. He was in the back seat of our car when they gave him the shot, because we didn't want him to suffer. And I'll never forget, when Zachy was dying, he was looking me square in the eyes. And he, you know, I was patting him, the doctor was giving him the shot. He looked me right in the eyes and died. And ever since then, I've had the feeling when I get to heaven, first thing I'm going to see is Zachy looking me right square in the eyes. You know, like when you die and you wake up and you're over on the other side there. I've always thought that was kind of the way it's going to work out. And I got a list of people I want to see when I get to heaven, and Jason's on the list. You know, I'd like to bump into Jason when we get over there, and let's sit down, we'll play some canned banjo and this and that. Oh, it's going to be great. And you know, I like to say that I've enjoyed knowing him. He's been an inspiration to me. He has suffered through the loss of the use of pretty much his whole body graciously. He's put up videos. He's communicated with people. He's been a heck of a nice guy. And, you know, he's kind of running down. You can tell. He put up a video a while back, and you can just tell. And I'm just going to tell him, Jason, it has been a pleasure knowing you and getting to know you. We're all going to miss you when you're gone. I'm going to look for you on the other side. We'll sit and jam under a big maple tree or something. So I just want to say that because I like to give other people permission to kind of go beyond what you're afraid to say. Jason made a comment in one of his own videos the other day that a lot of people just don't talk to him anymore because they don't know what to say. Well, don't hold back on account of that. Just, you know, we've already ripped the Band-Aid off right here. Okay. You know, we know it's a terminal disease, so just go ahead and pour your heart out to Jason. You know, you don't have to do it on YouTube for the whole world to see. You can just send him a private message or whatever. But I just wanted to say that. I told Jason I would at some point. And it's Sunday morning. I shouldn't say should be, but you know, I had some other things I thought about doing, but I also wanted to take a moment and do this. So there, now it's said, and I'm just going to play a little bit. So I'll stop right there. We'll see you, Jason.